Joining us in Studio B, she is Roni Perry from BYU Women's Volleyball. She's the outside hitter. She's also now part of Team USA. Welcome back from Team USA.
Oh, thank you.
Here's what you need to know. This is the kind of the behind that we're going to pull the curtain a little bit. As soon as Roni sat down in the chair,
Go ahead, man.
the
Go ahead.
height differential was messed up just a little bit. And Brian immediately said, what did you say?
I gotta put my chair.
I'm gonna have to put my chair up.
I did. That's why I look like 3 inches taller right now.
It looks a lot better than it did just.
Wait.
a minute
I
ago.
wish everybody can see this, but I'm so tall now in my chair that like the support for my feet, I'm dangling.
Yeah, and the circulation is being cut off to his legs.
No, it literally is. Like, look at that.
Yes.
See that line right there, Ronnie? See that line right there? Yeah, that's not part of my genes. That's the circulation getting cut off.
So as we mentioned, Roni, you've been with Team USA, and we had you on a little bit ago, and it was right after the announcement. And you were talking about how excited you were to be able to have this opportunity. Now that you were there and played a couple of matches in Minneapolis, what was the experience like?
It was unreal. There was just a lot of really, really good volleyball players there. I made a lot of friends from all over the country, and it's going to be cool going into the fall, seeing how they all do with their seasons and everything like that. It was really good competition the whole time I was there. Practices were hard. They were tough because everybody was just going hard the whole time. The matches were really cool. It's fun to see because we were at the Junior Girls National Tournament thing, and so there were just a lot of younger girls there, and they were just like so into it, and it was fun to see all those girls like look up to us like that, I guess. It was really cool.
So, what do you think that the biggest takeaway that you'll take from that experience and try to implement that into this upcoming season?
I just think that the USA team, they play international volleyball, and it's just kind of like a different type of play, I guess, than college volleyball. And so I think I learned a lot about how that works and everything like that. Like there's just a couple of rule differences and stuff like that. And so I think that I can take some of the things that I learned about that and implement it into my play here at school. And I think it'll help me there a lot.
When people find out that you're from BYU, what do they know about the program?
It's actually pretty funny. So I'm married, and that was the first thing. We all started following each other on Instagram and stuff, and they're like, "Who's Roni?" And I'm like, that's me. And they're like, "You're married?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Why?" And so I just explained to them well, it's not really that weird at my school for me to be married. And then they just start asking a bunch of questions so what's with the whole no coffee thing? Why can't you guys drink alcohol? And then they get into the well, then what do you do on the weekends?
Go to Walmart.
What do you do in Provo? And so there's lots of funny conversations like that. And then lots of good conversations just about why I chose to come here, because I'm not LDS. So a lot of people didn't really understand that. But
I got to throw a timeout. I'm not LDS either.
Hey.
Nice. Hey. Hey. Good job.
Yeah, we got 4 high fives on the show.
So tell them that, because I got married my senior year too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got married my senior year, but I mean, the values and just the community and everything like that. It just made sense.
Yeah, it was a good fit for me because I feel like at a lot of schools, the partying and stuff on the weekends takes away from people's focus on their sport and their school and stuff like that, and that was really important to me. And so I wanted to come to BYU because they had those high standards and good values, and then it's also a really good academic school, so it was just a good fit.
So when you say that, how do they react?
They're just like, okay, it's I guess it makes sense, but I'm just a lot of them just didn't really seem willing to give up their kind of lifestyle, which is fine, it's what they like.
You are part of something that's really cool that's going on with BYU Volleyball, and it's both on the men's and the women's side. Obviously, you and then Alohi right now is in, I believe, Slovenia on another Team USA roster. So you guys are doing this with Team USA. Alexa Gray, former great, is with the Canadian national team. Yep. You have Taylor Sander, Ben Patch, Jake Langlois in World League. What does this say about volleyball at BYU?
I think it's just proving that we're here, we're a solid team, and we're not someone that can just be looked past anymore. So I think it's just kind of we're growing, and it's showing on the national level.
So our Twitter question today pertains to BYU football about having a special season and what they need to do. For you guys, what do you think you guys have to do to have a special season?
One thing that our team really kind of pushes to keep on the forefront of our mind is that anyone can beat anyone on any day. So that means that we can beat any opponent that we play, but it also means that anyone can beat us if we're not on top of it and if we're not focused.
Yep.
So that's kind of how we take everything. And I think if we keep that focus and we just like focus on our next opponent every time we're about to go play a match, I think that we'll do good things, and I think that it'll bring that special season out.
You know, every year you guys lose really good players, and then every year you guys bounce back because you have really good players in the program. 2 years ago was Alexa Gray. You know, this last year you lose your two middle blockers
Yeah.
in Whitney Howard and Amy Boswell. So what kind of expectations do you have right now heading into the season, which isn't very far away?
Yeah, it's coming quick. I'm really excited. I think that kind of our identity as a team is going to change a little bit, and I'm excited to see kind of where that goes. We saw a little bit of a change in the spring season, but just gaining our freshmen, they just got here a couple weeks ago. I think it's going to be really exciting to see how they fit and what they add to our program. So
walk me through that, because I'm trying to remember when I was playing, and there's only 7 of us as seniors. So it was like, you know, we were outnumbered trying to bark to the freshmen of just how things go. How is that typically with you guys, as far as, hey, we do things this way, this is, you know, we are confident, we're not punks, or whatever the case may be?
I think it's just kind of, we have a lot of good open conversations with the new girls as they get here. Just kind of like if they do something that's kind of like, we'll just kind of be like, hey, I want you to understand that this is what we value, this is what we do, and here's why. And so then it just kind of gets them in a mindset of, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then nobody's feelings are hurt and we can move on.
That's good. I'm gonna use that with my wife.
You mentioned that you guys are playing a little differently. What do you think is the strength of this BYU volleyball team heading into the year?
I think that we're going to be strong on the pins, and then I think we're going to have a really good block this year. So I think defensively we'll be really good, and it'll give us a lot of opportunities to turn the ball around and score. So.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to watch. I told you before we went on air, they had a stream of some of the Team USA matches, the inter-squad matches, and I was able to watch. It was a lot of fun to see you representing the red, white, and blue. So congratulations on that, and good luck in the upcoming season.
Yeah.
I want to prepare you. We're going to give you the BYU Sports Nation karma, but Brian likes to hold hands to do this. He likes to transfer it by touch.
Yeah,
so we're giving you the BYU Sports Nation in a different way than we've given it to you before.
Jason and the guys, they just make it weird. So.
Yeah. So there you go. So
thank you.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
I'm going to lower my chair now.
Yeah. Roni Perry from BYU Women's Volleyball and Team USA joining us here in Studio B. Appreciate her time as always.